So here are some highlights of the Pedlaz CC 100-mile challenge. It was to raise funds for sanitary products, the Dignity Project with World Care Foundation for sanitary products for refugee families, mostly in Lebanon. Here we are. We had a really early start. It was a 4:30 start for some of us even earlier. We got there for about 6:15 to register. It's in the east side of Yorkshire, near starting from Thorn near Doncaster. Here we've already set off. We're piling on the miles. For those that are considering it, it is a fairly easy route. It's 100 miles as long as you've got a good base level of fitness and some good discipline in the saddle, and you've clocked 50-60 miles with some elevation. Then there's nothing about this route that isn't unobtainable. I mean, you can do it enough. It is a very long day in the saddle. You do need plenty of daylight. If you think you're going to be in any kind of situation where the daylight is failing, then make sure you take lights with you. It is quite a popular route, so a lot of the motorists are used to cyclists going through these towns. We actually chose to have 3 checkpoints. We had a checkpoint at about 25 miles where we stopped on a village green, and we had a support vehicle which brought us resupplies, and then we had a stop around 50 miles where we booked a village hall and had lunch out there, some warm drinks and a little sit down before we headed out again. As you can see here, this is all sped up coverage. You can get an idea of the kind of roads. They are mostly quiet roads, quite welcoming roads. Some of the roads were a little bit iffy, if I'm honest, in terms of traffic. We didn't get any kind of, considering that we had 12 cyclists on the road for a duration of almost 8 hours, we didn't get too much in terms of road rage or drivers getting impatient. Some vehicles did pass a little close, but on the whole, I think it's a route where motorists are accustomed to cyclists being on there. So yeah, here's some more of the route. In terms of the weather, we got quite lucky. It didn't rain until most of us had finished our 100 miles. And this area is also quite notorious for quite high winds, and we were quite lucky. We only had between 7 and 8 mile-an-hour winds, so it was all in all, it was quite a good day to clock up your 100 miles. Out of the 12, I think we had 4, maybe 5 that hadn't done that kind of mileage, hadn't done the 100 miles ever before. So it was good to have some people that were doing the 100 miles for the first time. And here's us speeding along, some more footage of it from the GoPro. This is footage when most of the 12 cyclists, so the bit with the rain, where you can see, is just me on my own. I added another 35 miles after the 100 when everybody had finished. But yeah, all in all, it was a great day. I was aiming for about 150. I launched the route for an extra 50 miles, but got caught in a thunderstorm about 15 miles in. The legs were still okay, but I wasn't going to risk being out there on such bad road conditions and with motorists. I mean, my visibility was deteriorating, so the motorists probably had a job watching me as well. So here I am, just making an escape along the canal route, I think it is. I was on a road bike and I wasn't really kitted out for gravel, and some of this little canal towpath was slightly gravelly, but nothing a road bike with slicks couldn't handle if you took it easy. So yeah, here's me trying to I stopped for a second and tried to get my bearings, and then found this little canal route which was A, traffic free, and B, quite flat as well. So other than the gravelly sections that I had to negotiate to try and get back towards my car, it was all in all quite safe. Stopped here just to post a little video to the group, just to let them know that not to worry. Not that I don't think they were any bothered, but yeah, just posted a little video to say, yeah, I'm making my way back to the car. Now this is the bit where most of the cyclists finished. Thankfully we had a great support team there to welcome us, and then the medal ceremony. So a massive thank you to all the cyclists, support, and all the donors. All in all, it was a really good day. A little pan around the canal route when I was slightly panicky, thinking, oh, where am I going? Am I going the right way? But yeah, some more pictures of the cyclists and the medal ceremony. All in all, a great cause and a great ride. If you can, please donate. Look up World Care Foundation and look up the different projects that they run for refugees, mostly in Lebanon.